Well, with respect to Justin Gaethje and anyone else you want to throw in the mix, this is about as watchable a fighter as we have on the UFC roster, the former interim lightweight champion, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson is just nasty. From the elbows that he lands on the feet to on the back, the submission ability that he possesses, one of the most diverse strikers in the UFC. And with a college wrestling background, every time you step foot in the octagon with Ferguson, you know that you have your hands full.
And there's some fighters who just don't like training, right? Frank Mir would always say, I don't like to train. Tony Ferguson loves to train. He'll go 5 or 6 hours hard.
That's crazy.
And from a work ethic standpoint, few guys are going to be able to match that. Tony Ferguson. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, Khamzat Chimaev is back as this round gets underway. Undefeated fighter who has officially taken the sport by storm. His fight against Gilbert Burns back at UFC 273 probably is going to end up in the Hall of Fame. But Khamzat didn't want to talk about that this week at all. He wants a quick night at the office. He wants to get...
Oh, stuck in the guillotine!
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Chimaev.
Great defense by this fighter. There it is. Now he's on him out. Oh, nice right hand by the champ. Yeah. He's doing a really good job of putting himself in position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here. Back mount now.
Nice transition.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Chimaev's able to transition back to side control now.
He needs to try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
In the half guard.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Just over 2 minutes, round one.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Chimaev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Nice defense.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
Ferguson's cheek is just leaking blood all over the octagon. That gash is absolutely terrible. I might have even popped his jawbone there. I'm not so sure. Round two is next. All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious.
He cut you open good. Brett wants to stop this fight, but you're not going to let him.
All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we are, early round two.
Oh, nice kick.
And a nice drop of stick with it there to complete the takedown. Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't need to see anything.
I mean, I just don't need to see it. It's to a point now where it's getting a bit uncomfortable. You have a fighter who's clearly outmatched, and his corner will not save him. This is crazy.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Double hammer fist there for good measure. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here.
Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Chimaev's got the full mount. Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
2 rounds in the books. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now.
I need you to show something. You have to protect yourself. Let's get this fight.
All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Quick jab. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
El Cucuy is an absolute...
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, feet on the hips here. Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Great submission defense.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Rubber guard for him now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do? Oh, looking for the submission now.
He's got it in. He's out. What submission defense on display. Great submission defense on display tonight.
Fight back.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Ferguson.
Getting him out here.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Chimaev. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
Okay, you're in control now. Stay in control. Start looking for your shot.
El Cucuy's in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face.
Be aggressive. Don't be stupid.
All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up kill. The kill shot is what they call it for going in the fight. Beautiful.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Good, solid strike on the ground.
Stop this. You gotta fight back.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Changing the position. Oh, right into mount. He is in a lot of danger now. His opponent has beaten him. He's battered him. And now he is wearing it. There's a ton of blood on his face.
Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard. All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Chimaev.
Oh, now he's attacking arm triangle.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission D. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
And Dizzy as he looks to improve position here. All right, side control now. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. 10 seconds remaining in round 4.
Right back.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. All right, so the fighters head back to the stools, and hopefully this fight can continue. That is a severe cut. We'll see if the cut man can do some good work here. Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
5th and final round. Big elbow there, lands. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body shots.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Ferguson. Oh, the ground and pound is there. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back knee.
Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
You need to fight back.
Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse.
He's got to find a way to finish this fight. That is a damaging kick that lands.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent. Oh! And there it is!
Oh, my goodness.
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
What a performance.
We go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat